devotion. And my soldier won't surrender. Faith is like a fire that never burns to embers. The voice of the unheard. Love is the answer.
I gotta speak it, believe it, that's how I feel inside.
I can't sit here quiet.
You can take my heart, you can take my breath when you pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening? Sleeping in the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water, used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath when they pry it from my cold dead chest.
This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. Up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can't resist us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Voltage. It is the final Monday Night Voltage of 2025. Man, we haven't been going long here in the GWE, but safe to say we've had a pretty good time to start with, and we end 2025 and make our way to 2026 with this show. Stay tuned for the end of this show as well, because I got an announcement to make after all of the proceedings tonight. And thankfully, the weather has kept up. So, we are currently good. We're having a good old time. The weather's being nice to me. We love to see that. Anyways, welcome on in, Ezra, Reiko, opening, our mysterious friend, and everybody else who is chilling in the background. We got a show to put on tonight. Dusk as well, welcome in. Yeah, the attack was insane. I probably should address that. As was probably mentioned in the group chat, that was not something I had seen coming. Bakugo and Todoroki, they decided to just jump the Hellhounds, jump Tartaros, jump Brawn Breaker, get themselves even from a couple weeks back. We've made the executive decision. All four of them are ejected from the building. They will not be here for the rest of the night, because I don't want this show, and by I mean the GM, does not want this show to go off the rails for the final show of 2025. So all 4 of them are out of the building. They won't be showing back up in the building. It's going to be all right. Hopefully, please. Bakugo was literally up earlier, apparently, with security and arguing with them. I don't like the fact that that was the case, but hopefully it's just fine and there's nothing to worry about. Either way, it's about time to get this show on the road. Also, Rio, welcome in. I see you there as well. And Ace talking about Bakugo's behavior to be expected. Listen, Bakugo, a little bit of a loose cannon, as much as I know about him. He is a crazed man. Kid? Child? Adult? I don't know. I don't know what he is. Either way, that's not going to stop this show because we got a show to get on to today, and we are starting it off right now. It is Tag Team Championship action. The women's tag titles are on the line. It is the Blades of the Aegis. It is Pyra and Mithra, earning this opportunity by knocking off the Venom Vixens before Deep Freeze. They chose tonight to get this chance here for our first edition of Rain Check. They take on the tag team champions, the Twin Dragons, Chie, and Yukiko. Frick, you right. Game audio. Hey, I totally didn't forget, guys. I totally didn't forget about the game audio, like at all. Totally didn't forget. It's fine. Everything's all right. My brain's still frazzled from earlier, but you know what? It is all right. So, without further ado, y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead, get this show underway. Let's turn up the voltage for the tag team titles being on the line tonight. Coming out first, it is the challengers. It is Pyra, it is Mithra, it is the Blades of the Aegis. Pyra and Mithra, like I said earlier, earning the opportunity by taking out their long-term, or not really long-term, their rivals as of late in the form of Jury and Harley Quinn. They beat them in tag team action. They now get the chance to take the tag team titles. They picked their spot. They picked tonight. Just like our friend Skull picked the opportunity tonight to fight against Jay Warlen, which will happen later on tonight. Pyra, Mithra, a dominant force, in a sense. Can they knock off Chie and Yukiko and become tag team champions? We'll just have to find out, because here they come. The tag team champions, Chie, Yukiko, the Twin Dragons. And y'all, time to get a little boogie on, you know? You know what I'm saying? Get that boogie on. I'm actually sliding in my chair, dang. Get that swag on, you know what I'm saying? Chie, Yukiko, your first ever GWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They have been some pretty good tag team champions as well. This is day number 63 of their tag team championship reign. They knocked off Jury and Harley Quinn, the Venom Vixens, at Deep Freeze to retain those tag team titles. Can they do it again tonight against Pyra and Mithra? You gotta hope it remains peaceful. Also, the champs, they are in very high spirits. Goes Kara. And they look ready. Pyra and Mithra get the W. Beautiful, lovely individuals. Goes Polka. We'll see if they can do that. Here we go. Look at them go. Oh, yeah. Let me talk to y'all. How you been? Welcome in, David. I've been doing all right. Doing all right. Besides, obviously, the craziness that happened earlier. Hopefully, the show will just remain not as crazy. But right now, it is battle of red and yellow and green. As our mysterious friend says, and it is for those tag team championships.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
One fall!
The Global Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Mistress Ray.
It is Pyra.
And
It is
Blades.
Mithra. It is the challengers. The Blades of the Aegis.
Runners.
And I believe only their third match
And
here.
the Global
Can they win the tag titles?
World Tag Team Champions.
Gia and Yukiko,
in a
they look to hold on to it.
and the Dream Team.
There they are, the Twin Dragons, the tag team champions. It is about time to get this one going. It is champions. It is challengers. Lorenzo holding up those tag team titles. That's what they're fighting for tonight to kick off Rain Check. To kick off this show, the final show of 2025. It's Mithra and Chie starting this one off. Let's get this match underway. Here we go. As Chie starting to go to work immediately on Mithra with those forearms and kicks and combos from Chie, Sato, Naka, and immediately a sleeper hold locked in, but Mithra immediately getting out of it. Not one to back down from a challenge is Mithra. And Chie actually pushing Pyra away there, which got herself out of the corner. Mithra going to work with those kicks and drops Chie back first, but Chie right back up. Not wasting any time, but is immediately stunned off of that reversal from Mithra. Tag is made. Pyra is now in. And a little wheelbarrow neck breaker from those two. And Chie has to roll to the outside, catch a little bit of a breather. Pyra now resetting the count and instead going after Yukiko. And now setting Yukiko up on the apron. Little 10 beats here. And Chie might be waiting for the chance here. And tried to get the chance, but Pyra just a step faster. Into the corner, tag made. Mithra's now in. And now they look to set up here on the shoulders. Drop down, Pyra up top, hits a 450 and goes back up now. Mithra turns around, hits that moonsault. And now tag is made though, because now Yukiko is legal. Yukiko, the fresher competitor now of the Twin Dragons, went for that elbow in the corner, but Mithra was able to sneakily get herself out of the way. But now Yukiko not done just yet. Hurricane Rana. But Mithra right back on her feet as Yukiko with a jaw jacker. Right down, goes into the cover. Also, I did not notice, when did Pyra come into the ring? Apparently she did, but right now, Mithra kicking out before the count of 1. Sending Mithra into Twin Dragon's corner. Makes the tag to Chie. Double team offense and a double drop kick from the champs. And Pyra sent to the outside by Chie. And now Chie could be looking to fly here. Meteora, but Mithra moved and Chie landing hard on those knees. Could be weakening the power of those kicks with the damage done there. Mithra now might need to make that tag. Gets it. Tag made to Pyra. Pyra legal in this one. And now going for a little bit of kick offense there. Little combination from the blades. As Pyra now going into the corner here. Sets up and a spear to Chie. Spear right to Chie. Tag team titles on the line. Tag is made back to Mithra. Could be setting up here. And a little poetry in motion from Pyra and Mithra. Well, alrighty then. Little shout out. And Mithra takes Chie down with that light storm. Little kitchen sink signature on the outside. We are now at a count of 4, and Mithra climbing up to the top. And an elbow drop, but Chie moves out the way. Moved out of the way there of that strike. That elbow drop attempt. And now making sure Pyra is out of the way, and Chie's raged up. She's fired up. She's ready to go. Taking Mithra down. Little head crank on the ground here. Count of 5 now on the outside. And Chie not gonna let up just yet. It is a tag team championship match. It is the Twin Dragons. It is the Blades of the Aegis. Chie breaking the count at 9. And now kicks and strikes. Mithra again the strike in and a counter and sends Chie away. Mithra now trying to get Chie back into the ring, but instead it's turned around by Chie. Right back in the ring goes Mithra, and we could be seeing Chie. I thought maybe was going to be taken to the skies, but no, not the case. Countered there. They ran into each other, and now Chie sends Mithra into the corner. Keep in mind, she's got that finisher, and the tag is made to Yukiko. They did this at Deep Freeze. They're setting up for it now. The Dragon's Ascent of Inaba has connected. Cover by Yukiko, and Pyra went after Chie, but Mithra kicked out and didn't burn resiliency. I thought that might have been a misplay by Pyra, but I think she might have had confidence that Mithra was going to kick out, that she wasn't going to have to burn resiliency. And Yukiko with a sling blade as Chie and Pyra are still doing battle on the outside. Yukiko to the top, neck breaker or blockbuster from Yukiko. And now trying to help out Chie is Yukiko, but Pyra sending her back into the ring, and now finally backs off, but Mithra is right there with a little bit of offense. Mithra sets up Lightning Buster. And with Chie down, no one there to help Yukiko, but she doesn't need it. She kicked out at 2, didn't have to burn either. Big kick there from Mithra. And the tag is made back to Pyra, who's got a signature built up. Pyra with that big kick to Yukiko. Now looking to climb to the top, but Yukiko makes the tag. Chie now in, but gets caught with a bulldog courtesy of Pyra. Now Pyra looking to climb and goes for the signature, and Chie moved out of the way of that apparent leg drop. Chie tossing Pyra to the side and flies in senton from the springboard position. Chie countered now by Pyra, who lands little rear view action and makes the tag into Mithra. Went for the knee drop there, but Chie out of the way. off the ropes, and hits that shadow strike right clean across the jaw of Mythra, and that's gonna bring Pyra in because Mythra did not have resiliency. Chie goes to the corner, makes the tag into Yukiko, who rages up as well, but Mythra taking her down with a little ground and pound. And it is not looking good here for the champs. Mythra needing to make that tag into Pyra, and she does. Pyra legal now into this matchup. And they're going for it again. Little combination offense from these two. Elbow from Pyra, and Mythra with an elbow drop as well. Now Pyra flies in, hits a moonsault onto Yukiko, goes into the cover, and it's just a 1. Yukiko surviving, kicking out at 1 off that one there. Now kicks from Pyra. Taken down. Yukiko, a Maki. Big boot to the face. Blades got to stay on the offense if they're going to want any shot at getting these tag team titles. Now it looks like what Pyra is about to do right now. Little 10 beats to Yukiko's chest and dropped off the apron to the floor below and makes the tag back to Mythra, who also rages up in the process as Mythra now goes to the outside to meet Yukiko. Strikes and a belly-to-belly. Belly-to-belly suplex from Mythra and sending Yukiko into the steps. Could be troublesome here for Yukiko as Mythra calling for her to get up. Crossbody. Yukiko with those elbow strikes, counting whatever Mythra was going for. But right there is Pyra, who's gone out to intercept Yukiko with a little combo of her own and sent away. As Mythra now waits in the ring. I think Pyra might be looking to get Yukiko into the ring. Does so. Mythra might need to set up for something big here. The Aegis have been taking it to the champs. It's been a very back and forth contest. And now Mythra goes to the middle ropes. Could be setting up here. But Yukiko a little too far away that Mythra can't go flying. And that might have given Yukiko a little bit of an advantage. Body slam, down goes Mythra. Every single one of them have a finisher built up. Anything could turn the tides right about now, but a tag finish has been reversed. Mythra set up. Sacred arrow. A sacred arrow right to Yukiko, and it's Chie who's got to come in and break this one up. No resiliency burned on any accounts. And Mythra looking to isolate Yukiko, but not to be. Knee strike from Yukiko, but Pyra played it smart. Cheap shot to Yukiko and then tags herself in. Counter though by Yukiko, not looking to go down just yet. These two teams put it all on the line. Tag is made to Chie, who sets up. Off the ropes goes Pyra. Big kick to the gut and a knee strike delivered. Pyra trying to get back up on the apron and back of the ring, but Chie not done just yet. Incredibly smart, but she might be paying for it. DDT onto the apron from Chie. That is why they are the tag team champions, because they know how to take advantage of every single situation. Chie picking up Mythra onto the apron and slamming her right into it. But Pyra takes Yukiko down as well. It's now just a one-on-one situation between these two, and Pyra sent to the outside. Chie might be looking to buy Yukiko a bit of time, and a knee right to the gut. And now more knees, this time to the face of Pyra. And what looked like was an even back and forth might still be very even, because Pyra has got a little bit of adrenaline, inner soul, lariat to Chie. Count of 7. And now setting up. Oh, here we go. Looking for it on the outside. Flame Nova. Flame Nova to Chie on the outside. Hurricane Rana right afterwards. Pyra setting Chie up again with a little burning hammer. All the damage done to Chie. Count of 15. And Pyra climbing up top. She realizes that she can't get these titles by count out. So goes up top, tried to take Chie down. And gets caught with a shadow strike in the process. Going for all the damage here. And the adrenaline rush meter is gone. But Pyra sending Chie away. Pyra was going for all the damage. Could have been smart, could have been costly for the Blades. But right now, it's looking like it's paying dividends. Because Pyra still has a finisher built up. But keep in mind, Chie has 2. Pyra not, oh no, goes in to the corner, but Chie with that elbow. Took a little bit more time, hits the knee. And now, oh, I thought she was going to tag in Yukiko. Not going to be the case. Sets up Galactic Punt. Pyra's got no resiliency. Mithra's got to come in and break that up. And Chie not done. She's got another finisher in store. Galactic, no. Pyra caught it. She caught the Galactic Punt. That could have been costly for the Blades, but Chie not done. Not willing to be denied. A retention of the tag team titles, sending Pyra into the corner, and the tag is made. Yukiko now in. Knee strikes to Pyra to the gut from both of the tag team champions. All the damage might have been costly, but right now, Yukiko trying to take it to Pyra. Reverse the knee, gets a forearm to the face. And now goes into the cover. Yukiko's taking a lot of damage in this match. Yo, I almost thought that was going to do it, but she kicked out at 2 at the last possible second. Pyra sets up German suplex, but looking to turn that thing around. Ripcord lariat. And now making that tag into Mithra. A clean slate now for both teams. But Mithra was going to the corner. Chie was set up, but Mithra gets that strike in. Light Storm to Yukiko, but Chie now has to come in and break that up. But now Mithra going after Chie right to the back. Mithra might be looking to cause an end here. Tossing Yukiko a little arm drag. And now sends Yukiko to the corner. But instead turns her around. Turns her around here. Trying to stun her. Doesn't get her stunned, but now she is. Now she's stunned. That might have been part of the plan. Tag is made to Pyra. They're setting up. Set up here. Twin blades to both sides of Yukiko's head. Perfect setup. Cover on Yukiko. And she's got a burn. Yukiko burns resiliency. And I want you to keep in mind, Pyra has a finisher. But Yukiko reversing it. Reverses the finisher. Setting up. Yukiko flying in. Disaster kick. Yukiko desperately needing to make a tag if she wants to keep the tag title hopes alive, and she does. Chie in. Double drop kick to Pyra. But Pyra kipped right up. She kipped right up from that. She's not done. Super kick to the side of the head. Pyra calls for Chie to get up. And a kick to the gut. And right now, this is all blades into the corner. That was the tag finish. That was the tag finish, and Chie reversed it. Backbreaker from Pyra, though. She's not done just yet. She's got another finisher built up. Big double axe handle. And now setting up. Chie's still stunned. She could be looking to set up here. Prominence. Revolt. Dropping her on her head. Cover on Chie. And now it's Yukiko who's got to break this one up. Twin blades to one of the twin dragons. How ironically poetic. But now Chie sends Pyra into the corner. And now actually goes and makes the tag into Yukiko. Not sure if that is the smartest decision, but at least it allows Yukiko to make the tag later on. But the tag is made into Mithra. Flies in, big drop kick from Yukiko, and that busts Mithra open. This has been a classic of a tag team championship match. These two teams, they want it all. They want these tag team titles. But Yukiko countering the kick from Mithra. Doesn't have anything built up, but neither does Mithra at this point in time. Kick to the gut. Mithra down, and Yukiko with a leg drop guillotine, and now she's got both a signature and a finisher. And takes down Pyra in the process. And Mithra, Mithra, I don't know if that's wise. Doing push-ups right in front of Yukiko might not be the best decision to do because Chie's been tagged in. They're setting up again. Dragons Ascent of Inaba. Into the cover on Mithra. Pyra comes in and breaks it up. But I want to keep in mind, Chie's got a signature. Chie's got a finisher. They could look for it again. They could look for another Dragon's Ascent of Inaba. Or Chie could be looking to set something else up. Off the ropes. Chie, little something new here. Backflip into a big spinning kick. The Rising Truth. And Mithra's stunned. Galactic punts. Brilliant sequence from Chie. Mithra burns resiliency. This is tag team wrestling, and the Blades might have just done themselves in because Chie's made the tag. Big kick, big knee strike, Dragon's Ascent of Inaba. Into the cover on Mithra, and still tag team champions, the Twin Dragons, retain. What a match! What a match from these two teams. They put it all on the line. That is what these tag team titles are all about. They did not relent. But at the end of the day, it is one mistake. It can sometimes be one mistake that costs you everything. Both teams made some very costly mistakes throughout this matchup. It paid dividends for both teams. See Pyra on the outside, looking to do as much damage to Chie as possible. Which worked for a time. You see, this almost put her away. This almost put Yukiko away, but just barely. count of 2, she barely survived. And when it looked like it was all over, Chie was set up in the center of the ring for a prominence revolt. But then Mithra made that costly mistake, got caught with the rising truth into a galactic punt. You are not invisible, Ezra, you're good. They played it smart, they played it strong. All it took was one mistake. That mistake may have been Mithra doing push-ups at the wrong time. And still.
Global Women's World Tag Team Champions, Chun-Li.
Look at the blood. Look at the blood on Chie's face from this match. The blades, they showed off why they should not be slept on, why they should be considered to be one of the greatest tag teams in the women's tag division. But the Dragons, they showed out, as opening has put it. The Dragons made it clear that the tag titles are not going anywhere just yet. Congratulations to Chie and to Yukiko, and still tag team champions. 62% of you on the Twin Dragons, 38% on the Blades of the Aegis, and folks, looks like for right now, this tag title reign is still in the Shadow World. Congratulations to Chie and Yukiko. We go ahead and we move on from that. Well done. Congratulations to the Dragons indeed. I'm gonna be so for real, I don't know if there's gonna be anything that can top that tonight. But right now, it's about time for the Intercontinental Championship Tournament Round 2. The first of 2 matchups tonight. It is Modest, and it is Kaito Momota, who will move on to the semi-finals of the tournament and face Terry Bogard for a chance to make it to the finals. Yeah, we seriously, that was a long match. We are almost at the 40-minute mark for match 1. That's just how good those 2 teams are. That's all I need to say. But right now, we focus on some singles action. We focus on the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Who moves on? Will it be Modest? Will it be Kaito? Only one way to find out. Let's turn up the voltage for this match. I need to catch my breath for that one. But right now, it's Modest.
Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 181 pounds.
Modest had a pretty good showing at Deep Freeze. He picked up a pretty dominant win over XSP, albeit a little bit controversial considering XSP's feet were on the ropes at Deep Freeze at the end of the match following a German suplex from Modest. Either way, the referee's decision was final. Modest moved on. And he looks to move on in this tournament even further. But he's got to take on a resilient son of a gun. It is Kaito Momota. As I see a little bit of stuff going on here between Dust and our mystery competitor, mystery person again. I'm not going to worry about that because y'all seem to go at it all the time. Kaito Momota, a pretty good competitor in his own right. He knocked off Johnny Cage in one-on-one action in round 1 to advance here. Kaito looking to take to the skies, looking to take to the stars, and looking to take the Intercontinental Championship to new heights. In order to do that, though, he's got to get this round against Modest, and he's got to get to the finals and become champion. But I tell you, I know Kaito. He's not focused on the finals. He's not focused on the semifinals. He's focused on the match in front of him. And that's what he's going to have to. Because he's not facing just any other competitor. He's facing Modest. It's one-on-one. Modest, Kaito. Here we go. And Kaito flying in immediately with a forearm. Oh, no worries, opening. No worries, man. If you see a little lockup from these two, little chain wrestling, but Kaito pushing Modest into the corner. And we get a clean break. Nice little clean break here, but Kaito putting Modest back into the corner. Chops there, but Modest, oh, looking to fly, but did not land it. Modest, we know a little bit more of a ground striker. Not much of a high flyer. That's more up Kaito's alley. And that mistake nearly cost him there. That's a kick out at 2 by Modest. As they lock up once again. Oh, gosh. No, my lights just flickered. I'm concerned. Kaito will set up there. Modest. Collar headlock here. Getting set up there with that headlock on Kaito, looking to take the damage to him. Now applying a little wrist lock. Top wrist lock to Kaito. A little bit more pressure here. On that arm, could be trying to weaken it as Kaito getting out of it with those strikes, but Modest with the elbows himself. Off the ropes, underneath, and a scoop slam by Modest. But Kaito right back up, tried to set him up. Modest with the counter and a clothesline right to him. And then lock up once again. But Modest pushes Kaito away. Big strikes, big forearms from Modest. Kaito stunned. And now he's got a heel hook locked in on him. Heel hook locked in, but Kaito reached the ropes. And the referee called that one. Modest has a signature built up, though. Not done just yet. By example to Kaito, and this has all been Modest so far. Kick out at 2, though, by Kaito. No resiliency. Modest now trying to fly again, but again, Kaito counters it, and it's a drop kick to the back. Shades of Splendid there with those body blows. Logging out of work will be more active soon. Good to know, Rio. Hope your work day was all fine and well. And a monkey flip from Modest. And now trying to go to the corner, but a little too close is Kaito. So Modest just calling for him to get up, so he can just hit the Quiet Riot standing. Cover on Kaito, and that is resiliency burned. And Modest has taken full control, but again, missing that moonsault, and Kaito making him pay with that drop kick. And now Kaito's raged up. Everything could turn around in an instant if Kaito can land this finisher. But Modest getting up before he can. Kaito is in danger right now. His dreams of making it to the finals could very well be done at the hands of Modest. Goes to the corner. Uppercut from Modest. Drilled him right in the chin. See the recoil on that one as well. Kaito standing up there. Still groggy. Modest climbs up top. It is a shoulder block. This time Modest working with that, but again, he continues to go for that moonsault, and Kaito continuously has it scouted and gets out of the way. Modest gets back up, though, before Kaito can do anything. Elbows from Kaito. Sends Modest into the corner, but a counter. Modest close to building up a finisher as well. If he can build that up, this could be over for Kaito. Something more meaningful, Modest is dominating. He is dominating Kaito right now. Off the ropes. Clothesline misses. Kaito out of the way. It is not over just yet. You can never count Kaito out of a match. But Modest does have a finisher built up. Powerbomb position. No, Kaito getting the strikes in. Stopping the powerbomb from landing. Turns him around. But Modest getting that elbow up. Tried to take him down. Kaito reversing it. Back suplex. Right to Modest. And now sets him up. Could be signaling for it. The other side. Lands it this time. Cover on Modest. And that is a kick out at 2. But no resiliency from Modest, who pops right up. Modest not done just yet. Popped up. Picked him. He went for Modest means. Kaito reversed it. He reversed Modest means. And now sets him up. Looking for... No! Reverse the signature. Now Modest went for the strike. Kaito getting those kicks in though is Modest. Measured violence. And now goes in for the cover on Kaito. Modest moves on. What a sequence at the end. Modest though didn't let up. And he takes the win over Kaito. And he will move on to the semi-finals. Modest dominating from basically bell to bell. Kaito had a little bit of a comeback there. Nearly was able to do something. Got the other side. But it was not enough. You can see here Modest tried to go to the corner a couple times. But with Kaito a little too close, said, I'm just going to hit the Quiet Riot standing. That burned Kaito's resiliency. And you see that massive uppercut from the corner. That turned the tides. In that shoulder tackle. Picked him up and slammed him down. But this is where Kaito started to make a little bit of a comeback. Would set him up, pick him up, and hit the other side. But it wasn't enough to burn resiliency on Modest. And after a little bit of a sequence, would go for it and get that measured violence off. Knocking Kaito straight down with that forearm. Modest gets it done. He moves on to the semifinals. Modest, congratulations to you. You will meet Terry Bogard in the semi-finals. And both of them one step away from making it to the finals and becoming Intercontinental Champion. 71% on Modest, 29 on Kaito. Modest who got it done as we move on in the night. I mean, it is time. It is not Vader time, but it is time for our IronHeart Championship Round 2 matchup. IronHeart Title Tournament Round 2. It is the daughter of Cassius Bright, Estelle, going one-on-one with the graceful dancer of the Phantom Thieves, Violet. The more I wrestle, the more I believe I'm improving. Good fight, Kaito, and good luck, Terry. Congratulations, Modest. And good luck in the semifinals as well against Terry. From what has been happening so far, there is a chance you might need it. I'm not gonna lie. Terry is a little bit of a dominant force. Watching this one really closely goes Chaos, and that is actually probably a good shout because, yeah, Chaos, you've already got your opponent in the semifinals, but this could be one of the two people that you could be meeting in the finals if you can manage to get past Junko and Oshima. Let's see who that's going to be. Will it be Estelle? Will it be Violet? Let's find out. Let's turn up the voltage and do just that. You got this Violet Fam Thieves for the win. Goes Dusk, which seems to be your modus operandi all the time. And here comes Estelle.
Making her way to the ring from wherever she wants.
Estelle Bright. Brand new to the GWE, made her debut in this tournament and was able to pick up the win over Liliana, a battered and bruised Liliana from Deep Freeze in round 1. Tonight, Estelle looks to get one step closer. Could be a champion just like her father was before. Estelle needs to pick up the win tonight in order for her to do so. I've seen more gimmicks in AEW. It's not going to be a gimmicky type of thing. Dang, David. But now, coming up right now, it is Violence. A competitor who had a very, shall I say, terrible start to her time here in the GWE. Could not pick up a win to save her life. But when given the opportunity in this tournament, she did not look back. Had to face off against Sayaka, her old rival in round 1, and she did what no one else thought she could do and put Sayaka away in the run back. Violet now looks to keep the momentum going against Estelle Bright. Can she pull off maybe another upset? We'll just find out right about now. Clarabelle, let's get this one going. It is Estelle. It is Violet, and Estelle starting off with a massive kick to the face. She is right in there and energetic as always. Starting to fire up. One win doesn't mean anything. She's got it all now. If Violet wins this, she might be more convincing. Goes our mysterious friend, who also is apparently going to be watching this one closely. Very interesting. And Estelle now setting up and goes to the corner. Immediately setting up Violet. Super kick. Straight to the face of Violet and into a quick cover. But a kick out of 1. Violet not done just yet. It's going to take a lot more than that to put her down. As is with any competitor here. Violet in a little bit of trouble though, because Estelle going to work with those shots to the face and an elbow drop right afterwards. And right now, this has been all Estelle as she's calling for Violet to get up. Don't know what she was shouting there, but either way, Samoan drop from Estelle and flies in. Is that a headbutt? Estelle, did you just land a freaking headbutt from over there? Dang, all right. Flies in, elbow drop, and now she's just going high flying. High risk and getting all the reward. And Estelle went for the kick, but this time, Violet just a step quicker. Now finally getting a little bit of offense in is Violet, but that's turned right around by Estelle, who's not going to let her go down just yet. Sorry for being late, but Ace reporter Leia Rolando here. Welcome in, Leia, no worries. Hope you enjoyed the holidays. Hope everybody actually enjoyed their holidays. As Violet now picking up Estelle, Phantom Thief driver. Hooking both legs on Estelle, kick out at 2 though. Estelle surviving, didn't have resiliency to burn, and now Violet going up top, looking for that moonsault. That dancer's grace right to Estelle, and she's turned this thing around. But not enough to get a win just yet, because Estelle kicked out, and now she's fired up. She's got adrenaline in her soul, and she stepped away from whatever in the world Violet was about to do. Big kick to the face from Estelle. And with that adrenaline, she is firing up. And now waiting. I think was waiting for Violet. And a headbutt. Headbutt from Estelle. And now Violet is now stunned and could be setting up. We saw her do this against Liliana in round 1. The Radiant Dance! And Violet's got no resiliency to help her out. Estelle might have cleaned this one up, but she didn't just yet. Violet survives, kicks out at 2, didn't have resiliency, and didn't need it. Violet's still going strong though. Big drop kick. Flies in, moonsault out of the way though is Estelle. Off the ropes, Estelle underneath. Goes over and looking to go through. Scoop slam from Estelle. Still firing up now, but Violet not gonna be outdone just yet. Estelle tried to go for the super kick, but Violet actually caught it and turned it into a suplex. Saw the previous matches, they were good. Look at them go. As Violet with a double axe handle, and that bar is now gone. Cover on Estelle off that moonsault. And it's only a 1. It is not a 2 just yet. It is just a 1. Tried to go for the Phantom Thief driver. Estelle caught it, but the signature of Estelle also reversed. And now Violet putting Estelle in the corner. Tried to set up, but couldn't land it. Whatever she was going for. Picked up. Samoan drop from Estelle. And calling for it again. I still don't know what on earth she's shouting, but she is firing up now. Firing on all cylinders. Estelle went for the kick, and she put all of her momentum into that one, and Violet ducked out of the way. But Estelle reversed the finish, but so did Violet. They are so even back and forth. Moonsault from Violet. Finishers countered left and right. These two studied their tapes. They know what they're capable of. As Violet stomping away on the arm of Estelle. Close to building up a finisher, but Estelle kicked her away. They're starting to trade back and forth underneath. And super kick from Estelle. Goes to the middle ropes. And another headbutt from Estelle Bright. Cover on Violet. Done so much damage to her. And she knocked her out. I think that super kick got Violet a little wobbly and knocked her out with that headbutt. Estelle Bright picks up the win and will move on to the semifinals. But what a back and forth between these two. Gotta imagine that Violet put everything that she had into that one. And you see that dancer's grace. Wasn't enough to put Estelle away. These two put it all on the line. See that radiant dance from Estelle. And when we thought it was over, because Violet had no resiliency here, she still managed to get the shoulder up. And it wasn't over for her just yet. She fought her way back. But after everything, she had Samoan drop from Estelle. And after all that momentum, that super kick right to Violet caught her on the jaw. The headbutt right after knocked her clean out. Estelle moves on. Congratulations to Estelle. She is one step closer to that IronHeart Championship tournament. 33% on Estelle, and a number I will not say on Violet. Estelle basically kicked Violet's butt a lot of the match, got in a good move or two, but as I said, one win doesn't mean she's got it all now. I mean, the thing is with that, Violet did a lot of work in that matchup. Worked away on Estelle. Yeah, you are right that one win doesn't mean that everything's all figured out. But 2026 could very well be a turnaround year for Violet if she keeps this going. But right now, it's not to be because Estelle Bright will move. Iruma. Thank goodness. I clicked the wrong one. I had to get there. We'll just have to see. I doubt it. Well, we'll just have to find out. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a battle royal. We had it the same way with the gents last week. Now it's the women who get the opportunity. The winner of said battle royal gets a spot in the 20s in an upcoming rumble that we'll talk about at the end of the show. It is the, well, unfortunately returning Makima, because her suspension has in fact been lifted. It is Erza Scarlet. It is Miu Iruma. It is debuting Chun-Li. It is also debuting Sailor Moon. And it is Power, who's also debuting. And of course, Sayaka Maizono. Am I missing somebody? Makima, Power, Erza, Miu, Chun-Li, Sailor Moon, Sayaka. Sorry, I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm stupid. And because she's covering up, that's why. Makima's portrait is covering up. And Maki Harukawa. The ultimate assassin. That's who it was. I was like, I feel like there was another one. But the portrait was just covering up Maki. That's why. Should've just looked down my notes. Anyways. 8-woman battle royal. Who will get that spot in the 20s? Just woke up from my nap and I wake up to good news. Welcome in, Solara. Yep, you did wake up to good news. Estelle is moving on in the tournament. But right now, it's all about a battle royal to determine who gets a spot in the 20s in the Rumble. Let's find out who's it gonna be. Is it gonna be Makima, Erza, Maki, Miu, Chun-Li, Sailor Moon, Sayaka, or Power? Let's find out. Let's turn up that voltage. Dang you, Makima. Cover up Maki. No, we don't need that. We do not need that. And, well, coming out first, it is Makima.
Is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Malandra.
Makima. Oh, let's just. I got a lot to talk about with this woman, but all I need to say is she brutalized the competition over the past little while. Whatever soul siphon thing she's been doing, it's had some effects. It's had an effect on Mona, and then she used it on Android 18 to then chuck her off of the side of the scaffolding and off 20 feet down below. Android 18, as much as I know, still in stasis. Makima, I don't even want to wish you good luck. That's the thing. I don't even want to wish Makima good luck for what in the world she's done. But this woman I will surely wish some good luck to, because coming off of an open challenge string, Erza Scarlet is in this one. Erza Scarlet has been putting in the work as of late. Has been going non-stop. We gave her a couple weeks off, but she's right back at it again tonight. And I'm expecting a certain person to pop in. I was about to say, I'm expecting somebody to pop in at some point about this, about Erza. Erza ending off the open challenge at a 3-3 record. Well showing. A well done showing from Erza. Tonight, though, not competing in an open challenge. Tonight, competing in this battle royal to see if she can get herself a spot and a pretty good opportunity to win the Rumble. Estelle goes, just 2 more to go. Merrin, Mileena, I'm watching your match closely. You might need to. I mean, you're going to need to, because that is who you'll be taking on in the semifinals. It's one of those 2. Erza, good luck to you. Coming out next, it is the ultimate assassin. It is Maki Harukawa.
And from Yamaguchi, Japan, Maki.
Somebody who has been given good old Flair over here, because he decided to pop in, a bit of a tough time. As well as the individual who Flair will be going one-on-one with tonight in Era. Maki, a little thorn in Flair's side, now looks to take a massive opportunity. Funny thing, I just started up trails for tonight currently in the second main region. Oh, well, how about that? little trails boot up and Estelle manages to get the win tonight. Love to see that. maybe that's some good fortune for her. But right now, could be some good fortune from Maki if she can take this opportunity. Going in to the upcoming pay-per-view, she could very well need it. Maki, good luck to you. Let's see what she can do in this battle royal. Unless Maki decides to interrupt my match, she's nothing. Dang, Flair. And now, oh snap, here we go. This could be a dangerous competitor. It is Chun-Li. Another Street Fighter representative. Chun-Li's finally made her way to the GWE. Chun-Li seems cool. I don't know if Chun-Li is somebody who likes vocally stuff. I'm pretty sure Chun-Li is somebody who probably is more in the favor of kicking people's heads in over singing. Oh gosh, she's got Roman Reigns trance, it's over. Chun-Li, a good luck to you as well, making her debut here tonight. And she's ready to go. The attire also looks familiar. Oh yeah, it does also look a little bit familiar. Though I did just find a random Chun-Li. Chun-Li is one of the good guys in Street Fighter. Yeah, Chun-Li is one of the good guys in Street Fighter. But she could kick people's heads in anyways, because it's Chun-Li. But now, oh boy. Oh gosh. Miss Mew Iruma. I had the opportunity to talk to Mew before the show started. Obviously, she's probably still banged up from that ambulance match with Liliana at Deep Freeze, but she kind of dismissed it, I'll be completely honest. She kind of dismissed the ambulance match when I tried to talk to her about it. She didn't want to talk about it. She said, though, that she's looking forward to this match to take out all of the other girls in this match and let a true woman enter that Rumble and win it all. Don't seem banged up. She's trying to live her best life. Okay, Polka. Okay, Polka. If Joshua loses tonight, I'm never letting him hear the end of it. Well, Joshua will be competing later on tonight. Maybe you will never let him hear the end of it, Estelle. He's got a pretty tough opponent in the form of Sanji, but right now Miyu's got 7 other opponents to deal with. And here is another one of them. It is another debutee. It is Sailor Moon. Oh, there she is. Where'd we get the curtain from?
From Tokyo, Japan, Sailor Morgan.
Sailor Moon. A hero of her own world. And apparently dancing her way down to the ring. Fighting evil by moonlight. Sailor Moon. Looks to make a statement tonight. Oh yeah. Yeah, Sailor Moon and Estelle share the same English dub actress, which is kind of funny. Never ask where the curtains or transformation sequences come from. Honestly, yeah, I don't ask. I probably shouldn't ask at this point because it's just expected. But can we see a big performance from Sailor Moon tonight? Or is she possibly going to be a target for everybody in this matchup? Either way, we'll just need to see what will happen. And now, for an absolutely insane individual, it's Power. Somebody who Makima knows all too well. Power. A blood devil, I think. I believe that's what she is. She's mental. That's all I know. Power apparently has told me she might need to to dump all over all of these competitors in this matchup, especially Maki. I don't know why, but hey, I don't question that. Power, a good luck to you as well. I say Makima is a big fat spoiler. I'm a shot on this one, Chief. All right, David. Fair enough, man. What a stacked roster we have. All of them stars. And speaking of, a star in both wrestling and on the stage. According to at least herself, it's Sayaka Maizono.
From Japan, the idol,
Sayaka Maizono. We haven't seen her in a little while. She's been licking her wounds, resting up from the IronHeart Championship Tournament loss to Violet. But now is looking forward to the future and looking forward to the upcoming pay-per-view and maybe looking forward to an opportunity to get herself into the Rumble. And, I mean, at a high spot as well if she can win this Battle Royal. A spot in the 20s can go a long way for anyone. Sayaka could very well use that to her advantage. Oh, welcome back, Ezra. I don't know what happened, but welcome back. Dusk saying Miku's more of an idol than her. I don't think Power's actually that. I think she's someone that's... Oh, right. Blood Fiend. That's what it's called. Thank you, Poke. I completely forgot. Yeah, it's not a Blood Devil, it's a Blood Fiend. Well, good luck. Here we go. This Battle Royale's underway. Makima going after Miu early doors, Sayaka and Power, Sailor Moon, Maki, and Chun-Li and Erza, which I'll be honest, Chun-Li and Erza is a matchup I'd want to see one-on-one. I'm not going to lie to you. The Sailor Moon drop kick to Makima and a double foot stomp from Chun-Li. Straight into the madness we go. And a bulldog from Miu as Sayaka takes down Power. Chun-Li and Maki now going at it. Makima going after Erza. And Chun-Li, Sailor Moon, two debutants going at it right now. And look at Power. Look at Power fly, taking out Makima with that kick. Now Chun-Li down on the mat as Erza could be looking to get the first elimination, could be looking to eliminate Power from this match. And she's teetering, Power holding on, but gets back in. There's 7 people I would be fine winning and Makima. Honestly, opening, I kind of agree with you. Power is the blood that was, oh, okay. That's in the corpse of someone. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know much of my Chainsaw Man lore. I have not watched the show. As Sailor Moon now with a drop kick to Maki. And Erza still trying to get rid of Power, but wasn't able to. Now could be looking to eliminate Erza as Maki trying to get Sailor Moon out of here. But instead actually just letting her go and now trying to work with Power to get rid of Erza. But Erza still fighting on. Not done just yet. Nobody in danger of being eliminated at the moment. And Chun-Li with a massive knee strike to me. As we see the Moon and the Power going at it. Almost eliminated there, but Sailor Moon staying in. And a lariat to Miu from Chun-Li. That's that Power that we've seen from Chun-Li, or that we're seeing tonight. Speaking of Power, Power going to work on Sailor Moon with those strikes. And Sayaka drop kicks Chun-Li, but then gets caught with a kick of her own. That Miu immediately stood up from him. It is absolute chaos in this matchup. To start with, as Chun-Li taking Maki down. Power could be looking to toss out Sailor Moon. Right about now. Holding on. Still holds on as Chun-Li taking Sayaka down with an uppercut. And Makima and Miu going at it. As, oh, look at this. Chun-Li with those kicks to Maki. The lightning barrage, but Makima stopped it from happening. Power still going after Sailor Moon this whole time. Power has been obsessed with trying to get rid of Sailor Moon in this match. And now Sayaka could try to get rid of Miu as well. Erza looking to help, and I think Miu might have had to burn resiliency to that one. Oh, Sailor Moon is stunned. Maki takes down Makima with that double axe handle, but Sayaka dropping Maki right down with the idol's grace. And Sailor Moon's still holding on. Oh, Chun-Li might have been looking for a little cartwheel. And I think Makima had to burn resiliency there to Erza Scarlet. And Sailor Moon trying to go for that moonsault. Didn't land. Power getting out of the way of that one. And a bulldog to Sailor Moon. And Miu's in trouble at the hands of Erza. And Miu is the first one out. Miu, the first one eliminated from this matchup, and you can see Miu's pissed off about that one. Sent into the corner is Makima, and Erza's slapping the butt. Erza is slapping her behind. Well, alrighty then. And Power picked up Maki and dropped her with a little gory bomb there. I believe calls that the Blood Feast. And now Maki is on her... No, actually not on her way out. I think Power missed, and that allowed Maki to stay in. Okay, now, yeah, that Scary Demon goes opening. Makima still holding on, and now Chun-Li with the lightning barrage kicks to Sayaka. Kick after kick after kick. And drop. Oh, and Makima's been eliminated. I don't know who got her out, but you'll love to see it. Makima is out of this one. This saved Maki for a little longer, but Makima was not saved. And we're down to 6. Makima out of this one. At the hands of somebody. I don't know who. Maybe Erza. And Sayaka with a spine buster to Sailor Moon. As Power with a kick to the back. Oh, it was Sailor Moon, actually. Sailor Moon getting rid of Makima. Thank you for pointing that opening. I didn't see that. And Chun-Li eliminated by Power. And now Power and Erza working together on Maki, and Sayaka could be out of this one, and is. Sailor Moon eliminates Sayaka. We're down to 4. There's 2 debutants, and Erza and Maki. Erza getting caught by Power, Lurk, and Rana. But Maki picking up Power for the Assassin's Mark. As Erza sets up Sailor Moon, Heaven's Wheel right afterwards. But Maki goes after Erza. Scarlet dropped on the back. I did in fact vote for Chun-Li down. Chun-Li not able to get it done tonight. A really good showing though from Chun-Li as Maki taking Power down with that back suplex. These 4 still left standing in this match. And now a double team on Power. A little kick combo from Maki and from Sailor Moon. And now Erza went for the finisher, and Maki's out of here at the hands of Sailor Moon. And the blood feast to Erza. But now picked up and dropped. Is Sailor Moon there by Power? We're down to 3. Power, where are you going? There is no one in your range. Erza catching Power with that kick. Set up, runs through Power. Roll through, wheelbarrow stunner. Sailor Moon, Northern Lights suplex, but transitions, it picks her up. Brainbuster. Rolled out the way. Sailor Moon trying to go off the ropes, but Erza stopped that from happening. Sailor Moon could be about to say on the verge of being out, but Erza instead has other plans. Hits it. The Armory Breaker to Sailor Moon. And Sailor Moon stays in, but not for long. Sailor Moon out of this one. We're down to Power and Erza. Your final 2 in this Battle Royal. Power's gone up top. Flying in. Drop kick. Erza moved. Erza moving out of the way. Power sent over the ropes and eliminated. Erza Scarlet gets the win. The Open Challenge success of Erza continuing tonight in this Battle Royal. And that is a dangerous competitor to have in the final 10 spots in the Rumble. Erza Scarlet. Could she now be a favorite to win? Erza's got her pick from 20 to 29 in this upcoming Rumble match, whenever that is. That is a competitor who you don't want to see in the later ends of a Rumble, but that is in fact the case for this one. Erza got it done, and last eliminating Power to do so. Erza, congratulations to you. You got it done. 63% on Chun-Li and Sailor Moon, 24 on Erza and Miyu, 13 on Sayaka and Maki, and 0% on Makima and Power, which honestly, Power's fine, but Makima, you love to see that. I think Power's fine, at least. Fingers crossed. Either way, Erza Scarlet gets it done. Congratulations to her, and we move on to the night. Congratulations, Erza Scarlet. You've got your pick from 20 to 29 in the Rumble. But now it is time for the other matchup in the IC title tournament round 2. It is the cook of the Straw Hats, Black Leg Pirate Sanji, against the Black Fang, Joshua Right. Joshua, Sanji. So fun fact before the show, Joshua and I had a bet that if one of us lost, the loser would cook for the other for a month. That's a big bet, Estelle. Let's see if you manage to win that bet tonight. With Sanji against Joshua. Pull is up. Let's get this going. Let's turn up the voltage for this one. Here we go. And here he comes right now. It is Sanji. Oh!
Making his way to the ring from Manchester, England, weighing in
Oh, hello.
at 262 pounds.
Hello, Luffy. Coming out here with Sanji. He's got Luffy with him. Well, alrighty then. Sanji got some backup tonight. The black leg part ruined for Joshua to win the whole tournament. He's the son of one of my greatest opponents. He deserves it just as much as Cassius did the world title. Goes Jay. Sanji. As Chaos. Oh, Chaos going back to form. As I see cook for us, Sanji. Going back to form, I see ya. Sanji. Good luck to him. What do you mean you're skipping this match, Flair? Come on. I mean, I guess you do have a matchup afterwards, so I guess it's fair. But you shouldn't be skipping any matches, so come on. Sanji, you got Luffy with him tonight. There's no shade here. Well, at least you're honest about Chaos. At least you're honest about your other side of you, you know. Sanji, of course he took the shirt off. This man, taking the shirt off at all times, but here comes Joshua Bright. Well, I mean, I also kind of figured that would be the case. Well, I kind of figured that would be the case if Sanji was out, if Luffy was out here with Sanji. Estelle out here with Joshua. He took his shirt off like Riku. He took his shirt off. Joshua got Estelle with him tonight. Little Estelle is even in the odds. I mean, she could be even in the odds or also just trying to get a front row seat to see if Joshua loses this bet, apparently. That could also be the reason. You never know with Estelle Bright. But all in all, I know she's out here to support Joshua. The siblings coming out together in this match. Joshua figured the Pirates would try this, so he asked me to be close by. Yeah, that makes sense. Good luck to you, Joshua. Take the swords off your back, though. We do not need to have you doing that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Estelle, I hope you got those swords somewhere nice. Clarabelle, kick this one off. Here we go. Joshua versus Sanji as they lock up to start. And look at that, Joshua actually overpowering Sanji. I know as much as what I've heard from a few people that Joshua's been studying his tapes. He knows what Sanji's capable of. You saw how dominant Sanji was against Silver in round one. Kicked him into unconsciousness in round one. Joshua's going to have to stay clear of that death by dinner kick to the face if he wants to have any hopes of moving on. But right now, he's got full advantage on Sanji because he's stunned. Double axe handle from Joshua Bright. And a crossbody right afterwards. Joshua, we know, he's a little bit of a striker. He's a little bit of a technical expert. And he's got that high-flying prowess. A little bit of everything for Joshua Bright, the adopted son of the former GWE World Heavyweight Champion, Cassius Bright. But Sanji not going to go down so easily. Forearm to the face of Joshua. And now, there you see those kicks. Those kicks to Joshua. Sanji is very flurry to ladies. Yeah, that is kind of a thing. Sanji is a very flirtatious man to them ladies. I hope he's not flirted with you. That would be a concern. Actually, he might, honestly. This is Sanji. I wouldn't put it past him. Locking in a reverse figure 4, and Joshua getting to the ropes, though, breaks it up. Just got the in-game version of the cloak and dagger. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect timing. Joshua set up there by Sanji, and a Falcon arrow. Right to him, and a knee. No. If Joshua loses, ends up cooking, the food can't be that bad. One of my friends messes up simple foods like ramen. I've avoided Sanji. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's honestly good. If we gotta have you interview Sanji, Leia, we'll have some people with you. Just on the safe side. I know Nami's somewhere backstage, so maybe that'll help. And now Joshua with those kicks right to Sanji, that Meteora right afterwards. The Black Fang Meteora right to him. Cover on Sanji. Kick out of 2 though, no resiliency burned. And he pops right up. Went for the Enziguri, but no dice. Off the ropes, Joshua. Big uppercut. Twisting uppercut from Joshua. And now, locking it in. Bracers hold. Shades of his father with that one. Sanji doesn't tap. Instead, Joshua just lets it go. Joshua's a great cook in his own right. I mean, I gotta practice for some foods. Goes Estelle. And maybe you want Joshua to lose that bet, because he can cook up some good foods. But a drop kick there from Joshua might be enough to burn resiliency on Sanji. Into the cover. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. He was just out. Did Sanji just not have resiliency with him, I guess? I guess he just didn't build it up. Because that's it. Joshua moves on. Yeah, there's your reason why you let it go. Neither of you have lost that bet just yet. Sanji out of it. Joshua moving on to the semifinals. What a quick match there. But Joshua gets it done, and he moves on to the semifinals, where he will await Akihiko Sanada. Yeah, dang, that ended quickly there. That drop kick from Joshua, I guess, knocked Sanji out. Maybe Sanji was just unconscious from the bracer's hold. Maybe that's why Joshua let it go. But it's a win for Joshua, and he moves on. Joshua knocks Sanji out like Estelle did to Violet. They both stay in their respective tournaments. 33% on Sanji and that percent on Joshua. Joshua moves on in the tournament. Good job to him. Congratulations to Joshua. And I guess the bet's still on, Estelle. I guess the bet is still going. If tonight was anything, we siblings are the future for the Bright family, and one day we'll surpass Dad. That could be the truth. Congratulations, Joshua Bright. Well, it's time. They have been going at it verbally for quite a while. It's a little grudge match. Right about now. It is Flare. It is Arrow. 1-on-1. I've been told that Sakura is not out there for this match tonight, so it is just truly a 1-on-1 contest. Flare, Arrow. Let's just hope this finally just ends between these two. Hopefully, please. They've been going at it for so long. I just want it done. Flare, Arrow, let's turn up the voltage, and let's just hope this is over with at this point. this match. I don't want a winner. Listen, Leia, I would agree with you, but if there's no winner, it just keeps going. But here comes Flair.
Making her way to the ring from the edge of reality,
Flair out here for this one has shown a very cocky attitude ever since coming here to the GWE. Joshua wanted me to relay this. Sanji, you fought well. As for you, Akihiko, you're quite the accomplished fighter, and I do respect how you fight. Let's both show why we made it this far. Very respectful words from Joshua. But, I mean, this is not somebody who shows respect. Flair is not one to show respect to anybody. What if it keeps going despite that? I don't like that. I don't like the prospect of that. Let's just hope it doesn't. Maybe a match will just get it out of their systems and it'll be done. But right now, Flair all alone and Arrow all alone. It is truly one-on-one. Because out comes Arrow Ogami right now.
Representing the iconic duo from Florida.
I don't know. We're finally putting an end to this, showing why you're #1 contender, apparently. Flair still has claim to the title. Remember, pinned Raiden Shogun. But Arrow's pinned Flair a couple times, so both of these two do got some claims. Neither the orange juice or the grape? Dang! Yo, shots fired over here. My gosh. I know they're both orange and purple, but like, dang. But let's see. After all that, Flair, Arrow, they finally go at it one-on-one. Here we go. Clarabelle's calling it. Let's get this one going as Arrow right in there bowls over Flair. And now they're locking up. Locking up straight away. And could be a clean, but nope, no clean. No clean break in. Because as I see it, neither of them above my... No, you haven't competed. What do you mean above your level? You haven't stepped in the ring. Oh well, you know what? I'm not questioning. As these two lock up again. Little animosity between both of these two competitors. Can we get a clean break again? No, we don't get a clean break. Flair again with a cheap shot. As Arrow trying to set up power bomb position, but Flair getting the shots in. Thank goodness the Brights got it done. Makes me happy with how I did their AIs. Oh yeah. Those two putting in work. Not in this ring. Been in a couple indie rings myself. Oh. Well, how about that? I was unaware that you competed elsewhere. Interessante. And Flair sending Arrow to the outside. Little stun gun there. These two still going at this time on the outside. Hurricane Rana from Flair. Step into the apron. But Arrow making sure Flair does not climb up to the top just by getting in their way. And a drop kick delivered and completely missing that senton. Completely missed. As Flair sending Arrow off the ropes. Big kick caught. And now Arrow picking up Flair with a Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg there. Off it. Kick out at 1. Big words for someone who's never been in the ring here. Prove your skill. Okay. Listen, I don't know if we want to have anybody antagonized again. We've already had so much of that already in this matchup and so much in other matchups. As also Arrow busted open. Cover, kick out at 1 by the non-binary Arrow. Out of the way now, Flair. Wait for the chop, Arrow out of the way of that. Off the ropes. And boils through Flair again. A little, like, double shot to the face. And Flair taking Arrow down, climbing up top. Could be looking for that fierce flaming elbow drop. That one sure connected right to the heart. And the cover kick out at 2 by Arrow. Resiliency not burned. The matchup is from pure antagonism, and it's all being caught in HD. Kaz, are you really filming this? My gosh. I have enough experience to know if someone brings up their experience, show me their serious skill-wise. So I believe them. Interesting. You're still championing. You know what? I'm not questioning. Fight the heat crash. Oh, is that the name of the move now opening? I had this fierce flaming up. You know what? I'll talk to you afterwards. I'll talk to you afterwards about it. Maybe that's the name of the move now. Ow. Should I not? I don't know, Kaz. You can. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. Do what you want. I don't care. Roll up there by Arrow. Not enough to put Flair away into Guri. And Arrow rages up, but Flair kips up. And he gets a jaw jacker right to the jaw of Arrow Ogami. Trying to go to the corner, but a little too close. We saw that with Modest against Kaito, and Arrow pushing Flair away. And now calling for Flair to get up. Silly del Sol. Cover on Flair, but a kick out at 2. Didn't have resiliency, didn't need it. Turned over, drop kick. Calling for Flair to get back up. Arrow could be looking to fly. Middle ropes, Hurricane Rana from Arrow Ogami, and then a senton right after. Little standing senton, but Flair kipping right back up. Stamp out the embers. That cave in right to Arrow. Caught flush with it. Arrow burns resiliency. Just call me Marcy. At least you have people who love you. That's a start. Interesting. As Flair goes off the ropes, Arrow burned resiliency first in this matchup. As Arrow sending Flair off the ropes, arm drag. Grabbed by the back of the head, put into the corner now. Arrow almost getting Flair stunned. And now just sitting up on the top turnbuckle. That's crazy. And a clothesline right afterwards from Arrow. Big strikes, and now has another finisher built up. Flair in immense trouble. Turned over? No, not turned over. Big clothesline from Flair. And now some elbows to the heart of Arrow from the ground. Flair looking to make an example out of Arrow, trying to prove why they've got claims to the championship that's currently held by the Raiden Shogun. We will see Raiden defend against Bayonetta in our main event tonight. But Arrow not backing down, slamming Flair to the mat. And now could be setting up here, looking for the bow and arrow submission locked in, and Flair's got a burn resiliency as well. Both burning resiliency, and Flair punch right to the face of Arrow. And now goes to the corner, but no, a little too close, so now just looking to set up for it. Center of the ring, Blaze kick is caught. Blaze kick caught by Arrow, an exploder suplex. But Flair wisely rolls to the outside. Wisely rolling to the outside, but Arrow's not done. Elbow, no. Now it's Flair who gets out of the way. Those who make themselves out to begin to show their strength are usually the ones that falter the quickest. Those who hide it of true strength goes David. That could be the case, might not be. But now, look at that. Flair pointing to themselves and now saying, nah, get back in this ring. Let me end you real quick. Went for the boot. That was a signature attempt, and Flair got out of that one. Enziguri, though. from Arrow. And now slamming Flair's head into the canvas and could be looking to set up for it again here. Turns Flair. No, tried to turn Flair over. Gets caught though with a flying Flair arm, and Arrow could be knocked out cold from it. And is. Flair gets it done and finally pins Arrow after like 4 attempts, I think. I think it's been like 4 times these two have gone at it in some sort of match. And this time, Flair finally gets it done in a very close back and forth. Now, please tell me that it's just the end of it, because my gosh, I need it to be. Little Miss Orange actually beats the Grape. This time around goes our mysterious friend. But now without some pushback, now without some struggles. See there, stamp out the embers from Flair. Was enough to burn resiliency on Arrow. But they weren't done just yet as the bow and arrow was locked in. But beforehand, they was able to burn Flair's resiliency. That time tried to go for it again, but was caught with that flying Flair arm and was put down.
Here is your winner.
Fireball and perfect Kool-Aid thing. Flair picking up the win tonight over Arrow. 57% on Arrow, 43 on Flair. Very close in the voting. It's Flair who gets it done. I genuinely thought Flair was losing. Well, that didn't happen. Flair picked up the win over Arrow tonight. Pretty solid match as well. We'll move on in the night. Congratulations to Flair. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. We got a title match. It is the GWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It is the challenger. It is Skull taking on the champion, Jay Warlen. A fun match between those two. Skull picking this time as the moment. To get the opportunity to challenge for the championship. He's got to take down Jay Warlen if he wants to do it. Which is not an easy task, considering Jay Warlen. Can he do it tonight? We'll just have to find out. It is Jay Warlen. It is Skull. And it is right now. Let's go ahead and turn up the voltage for this matchup. Here we
The following contest
go.
is scheduled for one fall.
With how Jay is, it's a task all on its own.
Global World Heavyweight Championship.
Good luck to him. Here comes the challenger. It is Skull, a member of the Phantom Thieves. Skull getting a massive opportunity by winning a fatal 4-way elimination match. He got it done by beating Deku, by beating Liu Kang, and by beating Ryomen Sukuna at Deep Freeze to get this opportunity. He stared down the champion last week and called his shot. Skull wants that title, and he looks to take it. tonight. If he's gonna do so, he's got quite a tough task. Skull is 6 feet under. Dang. Gonna say, Jay, do your best out there. You beat that, so you better have a good reign. Goes a step. Dusk, obviously in support of Skull. Phantom Thieves for the win. Yeah, we know. We get the deal over here. With how Jay is, it's a task all on its own. Goes Kara. Very much is. If Jay wins to be the first successful defense of the World Championships. Let's see if he can. Against Skull, it's not an easy thing to do. But right now, he looks to do that. Because out comes the champion. It is Jay Warlen, the warlord of wrestling, has arrived. Jay, as we've seen, a dominant competitor. This man has come into the GWE and not taken an L. He has not taken a single loss since stepping here in this ring. A fast track to the championship, some might call it, as Jay was able to destroy Joe Hendry, then get a #1 contendership match against, I believe, Kazuya and Luffy in a triple threat matchup. He'd win that. And then he'd face Cassius Bright at Deep Freeze in an absolute classic where he'd win the title right there in the main event. Jay, not in the main event tonight, but after clearing out David last week, he now defends the title against Skull. That is what it is all about, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. The GWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Japan, weighing in at 206 pounds.
Here we go. Skull. A good luck to you and a good luck to Jay.
And his opponent from Grand
The
Rapids,
title
Michigan,
is
weighing
on
in
the
at
line.
250 pounds. The global world
Can Jay do it?
heavyweight champion.
Or will Skull end his reign quicker than we all imagine? Jay Warlen puts the title on the line tonight against Skull. You got this, Mitten Man. The Mitten Man. And the title is on the line. Skull. Jay. Here we go. Flying in sling blade straight away though from Jay. He is straight out the gate, strong, and a little coffin drop to the back of Skull. Bobby calling this matchup tonight as these two lock up. It's all about the GWE World Heavyweight Championship. And we get a clean break. Nice little clean break, and then Jay with a chop afterwards. Trying to keep Skull in the corner, but Skull gets out of it. Big chops, big kicks from Jay, and there is that DDT. Right to Skull, and he's nearly stunned him out the gate. Jay sending him back into the corner. Big kicks from Jay, nearly stunning him, but Skull turned it around just before he could get stunned. Off the rope to the corner now. Skull. I thought Jay got the reversal in, but no, kind of got the knee to Jay there. Jay looking for a power bomb. We know he loves to do those, but Skull counters it. Flies in. Clothesline ducked by Jay. What a dodge there from Jay Warlen as these two lock up. once again. Jay taking advantage. Headlock applied to Skull. He's got it cinched in deep here, trying to apply the pressure to the head. But Skull actually sweeping around, grabbing the back of him. But Jay showing that power game. He gets out of that one nice and easy. And now just kind of like a reverse bear hug almost. Trying to keep Skull down. Now rolls him up. Roll up from Jay. Kick out. Kick out by Skull. Not done just yet. Jay has a signature built up. Skull close to building up one. If he can stun Jay, he might be able to build it up and get it off. He doesn't stun him just yet, though. But Jay popping up and locking in an Achilles lock. Very similar to a Splendid style move there. But Skull gets out of it and he's stunned. Jay stunned now off that one. Skull goes, puts him on the ropes here. Could be setting up off the ropes. Little Skull bash right to Jay. Cover off of that one there. Jay kicking out of two though. No resiliency from Jay. Off the ropes though. Skull not looking to let up an inch. Captain's charge. That forearm to the face that saw him put away Liu Kang. And right now, it burns resiliency on the champ. Skull is off to a hot start. He could end this title reign early, but a dodge from Jay. Dodge there from Jay. Grabs at the arm of Skull, wrapping it through, dropped him down with the arm. After the wrist, and now going to work. Elbows, two. He's going to the shins, which I wouldn't say is exactly the smartest move, considering Skull does have those little skulled knee pads, but now locking in that war-torn submission, stretch muffler applied. I heard the crowd saying they aren't worthy. Jay, Skull ducked the clothesline, but Jay didn't keep going through with it. Instead, he turned it back around. And now Jay goes to the corner, looks to line it up. Here it is, Warpath! Warpath to Skull. Caught him right in the jaw. Skull burns resiliency as well. It's even now between these two. Jay not letting up. He knows his title's on the line, so he's got to keep fighting. There's that kick. That kick put away David last week, but Skull instinctively rolls to the outside, but Jay's giving chase. Jay picked him up, sending Skull back into the ring. And now goes to the corner. Could be setting up here for something else. Not for the Warpath, but a knee strike to the face of Skull. Now set up, headbutt, but Skull moved. Skull moved out of the way of that one. Flies in, tornado DDT from Ryuji Sakamoto, who's now taking it to the champ. Turns him over and stopping on the arm. This is truly a match potentially for the ages. This is what it's all about for that championship. Jay hoists him up. That little drop down from Jay. And now the ground and pound to Skull. Forearms, and that busted him open. That extra forearm there, he put a little oomph into that one, and it busted Skull open. Forearms picked him up, dropping him onto the shin. And Jay rolls to the outside, and Skull taunting a little bit here, which Jay, I think he kind of raked the eye at him. He rakes the eye of Skull, and that actually managed to build up a finisher, calls for it. And another Warpath to Skull. Second one, second verse, same as the first. Jay retains. An effort was put in by Skull, a pretty strong effort. He took the champ to quite possibly his limits. But Jay would not be denied. He did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He'd crack Skull's head in and retain the title. Jay was able to do just that. See, that captain's charge was set up from Skull. That move nearly put Jay down. But Jay not down for the count. Burned resiliency down that one and turned it right back around. Hit the warpath on Skull and kept this one going. Congratulations to Jay Warlen. The material still have a long way to go to be champs in any division, apparently. 57% of you on Jay, 43% on Skull. Congratulations to you, Jay. He retains the title. Big boot, big warpath, Jay Warlen. Still, the champ.
Here is your winner.
Congratulations, Jay. He is not brand new. He is still the GWE World Heavyweight Champ. Well done, Jay. He keeps that division strong, and he remains undefeated as well. Jay, I believe now, 5-0. Who's going to be the one to break that streak? Is anyone going to be able to break that streak? We'll find out. Jay, well, we'll find out in the future. But right now, Jay's got a firm grasp on the championship. Jay Warlen does it. Congratulations to him. And we go ahead and move on for the Knights. Congratulations, Jay. Well done to you. Now it's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for another IronHeart Championship Round 2 matchup. As Estelle said, she's got some research to do, because the winner of this matchup will face her in the semi-finals. It is Mileena, one-on-one with Merrin. Jay is going to go on an Undertaker-level streak. Could very... Hey, listen. Jay's got the potential to do so. And I would not be surprised, given how Jay is. But there's only one way to find out who advances to the semifinals of this matchup, and it's to turn up the voltage and find out. Merrin, Mileena. Let's see what they can do. This is sure to be an interesting one. Coming out first, it is Mileena. The woman who actually was able to put away
The following contest is scheduled for
one half of the tag team champions in the form of Chie. It could very well be a great tournament for Mileena if she can pick up the win. So Estelle, winner of this match, Chaos, and I forget who else is in the women's semis. It is Junko. It is Estelle, whoever wins this one between Mileena and Merrin. It is Chaos, and it is Junko and Oshii. Done and dusted, the purple thing. Hey, listen, Flair. You gotta admit, though, I understand congratulations on the win and all that, but you gotta admit, Arrow took you to your limits. I'll just say that. Arrow took you to your limits. You can at least say that about Arrow after that matchup. But right now, Mileena looking set to move on in this tournament. Can she do that? Because if she can, that'd be huge for her, but she's got to knock off Merrin in order to do so.
And her opponent from another time, Merrin.
Merrin's somebody else who's had quite a run as of late. Mileena likely thrilled Katana's been eliminated. Yeah, Mileena is probably thrilled that Katana's been eliminated, seeing as they share a little bit of history. But Merrin could look to potentially avenge Katana and knock Mileena out of this tournament, just like she did in round 1 at Deep Freeze when she took on Mona. Merrin, good luck to you in this matchup, because Mileena is a dangerous opponent. Nah, Arrow just got lucky. If by lucky you mean you got lucky tonight, since Arrow has pinned you twice. And you've only pinned Arrow once, so I'm just saying. Maybe you're the one who got lucky, maybe Arrow's the one who got lucky. I don't know, I'm not exactly a biased man. I'm just going by what I've seen. As Moon says, though, as we get to this matchup, it is speed versus raw power. Merrin with the quickness, Mileena with some insane strength and some extra tactics. Mileena not one to always play by the rules. Merrin's gonna have to avoid all of that if she wants to get through to the semifinals. It starts right now. It is Mileena. It is Merrin. One-on-one. Here we go. Clarabelle, let's get this matchup underway. As we are actually at the precursor to our main event as well. We are one match away from it. I'm sorry, did Mileena just like upward slap Merrin there? Like, dang, okay. Alright, I think I see how this one's gonna go. Dang. Merrin trying to go off the ropes, but Mileena stopping that one, a little sleeper slam. Dropping Merrin down before any offense could be brought. And now they lock up. Again, if Merrin wins, Junko will be the only heel-leaning wrestler left in the women's field. That is the truth. Junko would be the only heel-leaning wrestler. I mean, chaos is chaos, but like we don't really know how chaos is. Could be face, could be heel. I have no idea. Now the lock up there, a little top wrist lock from Merrin. But now Mileena turning it around, top wrist lock of her own. And now countered there by Merrin. Gets the arm behind Melina's back, trying to weaken away at it, and now transitioning to a headlock right there. I think Merrin, I do what I want. Okay, Chaos, fair enough. Yes. Mileena now swept the leg of Merrin, taking her down. Off the ropes now goes Mileena. Big shoulder tackle. But Merrin, not done. Kept right up afterwards, and they lock up once again. Tank has. Alright, you on that one. Merrin trying to get Mileena down, but instead turned into a headlock from the ground there by Mileena. Trying to take away the air, take away the oxygen of Merrin, but now transitioning to an alarm bar. But Merrin with the strikes, gets those strikes into the gut, and not done just yet, but a turnaround by Mileena. Off the ropes. Clothesline, no. Tried to catch Merrin there and sweep her, but Merrin getting those strikes into the gut before that could happen. Elbows to the gut there from Merrin as Mileena was looking for something. Hits that drop kick. Does Merrin, I think, trying to fly there, but Mileena stopped that one from happening. And a stun gun onto the rope sends Merrin to the ground below. Mileena on the outside now, stomps at the arm of Merrin. And now, she's raking the eyes. She's raking the eyes of Merrin on the outside. This is how Mileena fights, apparently. And now, grabbing Merrin by the throat, and an STO dropped. Mileena climbing up to the top. Double foot stomp from Mileena. Shades of Kaito with that one. But Merrin tried to send Mileena back in the ring. Instead, just gets back into the ring herself. Mileena following suit. But those strikes, and there's the knees from Mileena. That size strike. Merrin down for the count, but does not have to burn resiliency. But now flying in. Dang, what a moonsault. Kind of got the legs on the ropes to do so. And now Mileena setting up Merrin here. Oh, wait, got that Cardinal clutch locked in. We saw her do this against Chie many times, and this time it's in the center of the ring. But Merrin does have to burn. Merrin does burn resiliency. I thought she wasn't going to, but does have to burn resiliency to the Cardinal clutch. Hits that DDT, though. Not over yet for Merrin. There's that splash. Taking it to Mileena. Merrin on the downward trend by now. Well, not really the downward trend. Does have to work back up, though. Down in this fight, but needs to work back up. Yeah, very deja vu-ish, I would think. Because Mileena dominated Chie early doors in round 1. But also very, very similar to what Merrin did against Mona as the SOS lands that WSO Wolf Knight onslaught kick out by Mileena, though. One hand, Merrin goes out. We'd almost be guaranteed to have a GWE original be champion, given the Chaos or Junko would be eliminated later, for sure. Big boot, though, from Mileena. Oh, you're referring to Estelle's match earlier. That also makes sense. Estelle did dominate Violet in that matchup for a while, but as we saw, Violet was able to get the pressure back, and Merrin's looking to do the exact same thing to Mileena in this fight. Counter after counter from these two. Big drop kick, but Mileena moved out of the way. Gets back into the ring, though. And now Merrin waiting. But hold on a minute, Mileena took a little time to taunt, but gets a slap to the back of the head. And now, oh no, set it up there. Cardinal clutch. But Merrin's foot underneath the bottom ropes. That might have just saved her there for at least the moment. Because Mileena now going to the middle ropes. Double axe handle to the back. Oh, snap. Never mind. I thought she was going for the cover off that. Merrin gets adrenaline in her soul. Lines it up. Coolest kick in town. She got all that adrenaline in her system, and that fired her up for that coolest kick in town. Cover on Mileena after that one. I'm sorry, that's not resiliency? It's not resiliency? Huh. Somehow that was not resiliency. Tried to slap her. Merrin not having it. Off the ropes. Double foot stomp. Stand-in version this time. Double axe. Misses from Mileena. Big kicks from Merrin. Caught one of them, though, and a forearm down. But Mileena has a signature built up. Merrin's adrenaline rush bar is almost out. This could be bad news for her, but Merrin's not done. She's not going to go down easy. Off the ropes. Sent into the corner. Oh, gosh. Wait for the handstand back elbow, and Merrin got out of the way. Trying to fly. Merrin not having it. Up on the shoulders. And into the corner goes Mileena. But a kick there. But look at them. Keep that in mind, though. Merrin's got a signature, but that adrenaline rush bar is almost gone. And Mileena nearly has a finisher herself. Big kick, and the bar's gone. Dropped it down. Dropped the arm. Cover, and Merrin might be out for good this time around. No! The weakest kick out I think I ever done seen, though. Merrin's not done. but now could very well be in trouble. This is the same thing that was done to Chie, and she's locked it in. Carnal clutch is applied. Merrin's nowhere near the ropes. And she's got a tap. Mileena makes Merrin tap out the same way that Chie did. The same way that that Mileena did to Chie. And we'll move on to the semi-finals. Mileena moves on. She was starting to tire out. Everything was catching up to Merrin at the end. She put a lot of effort in and nearly brought this one back, but somehow that coolest kick in town didn't burn resiliency on Mileena. She fired up, looked for the coolest kick in town, was able to hit it, but I guess maybe the time it took Merrin to drag Mileena away from the ropes was enough for her to kick out without resiliency. There you see it after all that. Merrin just barely rolled that shoulder up, but was caught in the carnal clutch and had to tap.
Here is your winner,
Mileena gets it done. And yep, Estelle, you're going to have to get a lot of notes in for this one, because it will be Estelle versus Mileena in the semi-finals. 33% on Mileena, and the percentage I still will not say on Merrin. Mileena got it done, will advance to the semi-finals. Move on for the night as we get to the main event of the evening. And also, we now know our semi-finals. On the women's side, it will be Junko Enoshima one-on-one with Chaos and Estelle Bright taking on Mileena. And on the men's side, we'll see Joshua Bright go one-on-one with Akihiko Sanada. And on the other side of it, Modest will go one-on-one with Terry Bogard. It's gonna be a semi-finals for the ages. All that takes place next week, but right now, it's time for the main event. The GWE Women's Championship is on the line. It is two dominant forces. As I said before, when the irresistible force meets an unmovable object, who comes out the victor? Bayonetta, Raiden, Shogun for the championship tonight. It is going down. We got this far, and I won't stop at the wild card that is Junko Enoshima goes Chaos. Just remember to bring the notes home, and remember you almost lost them. Oh no! Oh gosh. Made it this far, I'm not stopping yet. Goes Estelle. Apparently, Chaos gives me tweener vibes. I say not entirely. Yeah, Chaos is Chaos. That's all I can say. But right now, it's all about the championship match. It is Bayonetta. The Raiden Shogun. It is going down. Right now, let's turn up the voltage for this main event. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for
Why not? I'm gonna be both brides. Do it. Do it, Solara. That's fun. It saves me the trouble of having to play Joshua. But here we go. It is time for the main event of the evening. And out comes Bayonetta, the Umbra Witch, who has been a force in the women's division from the offset. Somebody else who is undefeated here so far in the GWE.
picked up a win in a fatal 4-way matchup, then won a #1 contendership by beating Moon Mage one-on-one in order to get it. Just like that, he called even for the screen. Just like Jay did, will Bayonetta be just as successful and win the championship immediately in only her 3rd match? It could be the case, but not if this woman's got anything to say about it. It is the Raiden Shogun, the current Women's World Champion. Raiden getting her own amount of dominant wins before. Very funnily enough, both of these competitors have beaten Moon in one-on-one action. Moon, I'm so sorry. Like, both of them have beaten Moon in one-on-one action. Both of them have had dominant reigns to this point. Ryan was able to defeat Julia at Deep Freeze for the championship in a 15-minute Iron Woman match. I believe the score was 5-1 in Ryan's favor. She's got her first test tonight as champion, and it's against Bayonetta. You can't get any tougher than that, but that is what it is all about. It is the Women's World Championship. That is what is on the line tonight.
Introducing the challenger. From the other side of darkness, the witch.
Bayonetta versus the Raiden Shogun for the championship tonight. It is going down in this main event. Raiden wants to make this championship reign live in infamy. Bayonetta. Yep, that. We gotta really talk to this announcer about pronouncing these names right. Raiden handing the title to Bobby. That's what it's all about. The championship on the line. This is gonna be an interesting one. For sure. Bayonetta. Raiden Shogun. Here we go. Oh no, it's funny. It's definitely funny, that's right. But like, we gotta talk to this announcer. I'm like, dang. Here we go. This match underway. I forgot Bayonetta has the giant bar. Oh gosh, that's concerning. And Bayonetta starting to right away. Just tosses Raiden. I heard that. It's all good. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I'm sorry. I gotta make some comparisons at times, and that's unfortunately the first one I came up with. I'm sorry. If Raiden loses, the knee pinning Raiden means she was a temporary champion. Goes Flair. Listen, against any competitor, Bayonetta might just run through her. But against the Raiden Shogun, I don't know. Bayonetta's going to be in for a tough fight, and she better not underestimate what Raiden can do. Yeah, the giant bar could be the X factor in the matchup unless Raiden can deal with it quick enough to where it doesn't become a full factor. Underneath goes Raiden. Dropkick, and it knocked Bayo off her feet. That dropkick knocked her off her feet and stomping down on her. Okay, Raiden, I don't know if you want to be doing that. Flexing over top of Bayonetta while she still has that giant bar. I don't know if that's something you want to be doing. How's she a giant? She doesn't look that tall. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, Estelle. Maybe she is. I don't know. Who knows? Bayonetta still looking strong, though, those kicks from Raiden. The giant bar almost gone, and it is gone. Sometimes size isn't the reason. Sometimes you got to do with power. One possesses goes Joshua. Yeah, that is a good enough reason. But right now, the giant bar is gone. Raiden did a really good job of getting rid of it early. But pushed away by Bayonetta. Got back in the ring. Bayonetta off the rope. Big back elbow. And down with that toss of the arm, and now tossing the entire body of Raiden down again. Keep in mind, Raiden's got a signature built up. At any point in time, could pop off that lightning quick drop kick, that electro judgment blockbuster. Could see any of it. from the Ryan Shogun, but right now Bayonetta is in control here off the ropes. Oh, neck snap of sorts, and then a senton right afterwards, and it's built up a signature of her own. Oh, and there it is. Speaking of, whew, the wicked weave right to the face of Ryan. Kick out at 2 though, resiliency not burned. Oh! And Ryan, using those Electro Archon powers, cut the power. But restored it quick enough. But Bayo's still not done. Drop kick avoided. Raiden, Sherman suplex. Maybe needing to cut that power there to get a little bit of advantage. You see those stomps there from Ryan. Now she's got full advantage until about now, because Bayonetta gets that reversal on the top. No. Countered by Ryan. And there it is. That lightning quick drop kick. Cover by Raiden. Kick out at 2. Bayonetta did not have resiliency. Still doesn't. And Ryan could be looking to set up. We've seen her go for that Eye of Stormy Judgment before. But Bayonetta in a bit of trouble. Gets caught with the clothesline. Raiden still looking to hit that Eye of Stormy Judgment, it looks like. Trying to drag Bayo away from the ropes. But she just keeps on getting up. But turns Bayo around. Could be looking maybe for lightning strikes twice. No, not lightning strikes twice. The Shogun's decree. Electric chair, turn that into the power bomb. Yo, Bayo burned resiliency. Bayonetta just burned resiliency, y'all. Ryan has a chance. Ryan has a chance here tonight. Bayonetta burns resiliency to the Shogun's decree. Raiden flies in. No. Double axe handle. Nobody home. Sent into Bobby. But gets caught with the clothesline on the way back. Bayonetta back up though. But Ryan's still not done. Set up. Off the ropes. Underneath. Over top. And picked up Bayonetta. Dropped her. Ryan's not done yet. Punches right to Bayonetta's face. And then slapped her as well. Consider me impressed. That was quite the turnaround, says Joshua. Ryan's turned this around real quick. But needs to stay on the pressure. Needs to stay on the offense. She wants to keep Bayonetta down, but rolls to the apron. She took exception to the question of eternity and the hit on the ref. Yeah, seriously. Sent to the outside. Remember, if Ryan does keep Bayonetta outside all the way to the count of 20, she can retain by a count out. But it doesn't look like she wants to do that. Went for the super kick. Bayo caught it into that super kick or like headbutt there. Jeez. All that sorts. Slamming her head down into the mat. Right onto the ground below. Bayonetta. Yeah. That's how we Canadians say it. It's not Bayonetta, it's Bayonetta. The crazy witch. Yeah, that also works. Bayonetta. What was that? She just like, I think, raked the eyes of Raiden to get out of that grapple, and it stunned her. Count of 7. Is it true that witches' outfits mainly hair? It's so gross. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the witch's outfit is mainly the hair. I don't know. But countered. Was looking for lightning strikes twice. Bayo got out of it. Hits that witch time. Ryan's got a head injury, and that is resiliency from the champ. But Bayo has another finisher. Could look to just end Ryan's reign now, but no. Caught the kick. And tackled her down. Disrespect, that's why that was. Also outfitted, yes. So far, pretty evenly matched in 2 different perspectives from each competitor. But Ryan now needing to build up something. She's injured after that match. On the apron. On the rope, sorry. Dropped the foot down onto the chest of Bayo. Tried to push her over, but Bayo pushed over instead. I was hoping that wasn't the case. Yeah, neither one. I didn't know that most of the outcome was just hair. But yeah, Bayo picked up. Oh, I thought it was just going to be a scoop slam. Instead, just tossed Raiden across the ring. And now stomps on the arm. This is not looking good for the Raiden Shogun. Oh, she sat on her. Oh, gosh, she sat on her. She sat on her and goes into the cover. Hey, wait. Bobby caught it. Bobby caught it. She put her feet on the ropes and Bobby caught it. Said, nah, you can't be doing that in this title match. Bayo, back suplex though to Raiden. It might not matter. And now just taunting away at the audience. Runs in, clothesline to the Raiden Shogun. And now she's got 2 injuries. Went for it. Went for the wicked weave. But Raiden moved out of the way. Caught again. Raiden picked up. Could be looking for the Shogun's decree for the second time. Ryan's not going for the pin. Yo, Ryan's not going for the pin. She wants to put more pressure on Bayonetta. Picked up. No. Bayo reversed the signature. Reversed the signature of the Raiden Shogun. I thought she would have just pinned after the Shogun's decree, but she didn't. At least she left the gun heels at home, or at least unloaded. Bayo sent to the outside there. Might have been a critical error from the Raiden Shogun elbow drop. Wanted to make sure that Bayonetta wouldn't get up, but it could be very costly. Because Ryan's got nothing built up. And now stomping away on Bayonetta and stuns her. Ryan needs to build something up, a signature, a finish, or something, in order to put Bayonetta away, and actually managed to toss her. And now Raiden, oh gosh. And now Ryan with those, oh, the headbutts from Ryan. Sheesh. Look at the way she got on top of Bayo like that too, like dang. Stomped on the arm there. Now finally has a finisher built up. Ryan could look to end this. Turns Bayonetta over, and this might be the setup she needed. Set up for it. Looking for the Eye of Stormy Judgments. Turns her over, turns her away from the ropes, and ladies and gentlemen, Raiden retains. Raiden Shogun retains the championship, and despite all the odds, the Raiden Shogun gets it done. When the irresistible force met the immovable object, it seemed to me like, I guess, the irresistible force, in a sense, is still on top. Don't question the Raiden Shogun. She wanted this title reign to live in infamy, and she's on her way to do just that. An impressive showing from both competitors. Yeah, she is going to be in pain after this, though. I'm not going to lie. There was that witch time from Bayonetta. She could have won it earlier, but adrenaline tends to overwork the mind. That is exactly the truth, Joshua. Raiden won to put more pressure on Bayonetta. There you see it here. Exactly what Joshua was just talking about. Hit that Shogun's decree. Could have ended the match right here, but instead wanted to do even more damage. Just remember this, though, Miss Orange. If you get that title you deserve, you're only going one-on-one. There was that setup for the Eye of Stormy Judgment. And that was enough for the Raiden Shogun to retain. And it was a full 50-50 split on the polls. But it was the Raiden Shogun who got it done. Congratulations to her. If you pin the current champion at triple threat, there won't be no third party to give you the assistance against the champion this time. Congratulations to the Raiden Shogun. let's go ahead and end the show here. And that's it. That's it, y'all. That is our show tonight. Let's go over it. It started off with a classic tag team action. 2-on-2. It was the Blades of the Aegis versus the Twin Dragons. Those two teams left it all on the line. It felt like a quick switch. Like, no, listen. See, I'm on it. I'm on those quick switches. That's what we do. That's what we do here, Ezra. We quick switch. I was on it. I had my hands on the controller. I switched it over. We're good to go. Put the freaking thing on. Made sure we were good. You know what I'm saying? I got the notes. There you go. Estelle getting the notes. That's good to know. At the end of the day, the Twin Dragons retain the titles over the Blades of the Aegis. Modest. Kaito. 1-on-1 in the Intercontinental Championship Tournament Round 2 matchup. And there was a lot of Modest. Modest picked up the win over Kaito. Felt like Kaito didn't give a black screen. No cut. I was just quick. All there is to say. Modest picking up the win there over Kaito will advance to the semifinals. Who else will be advancing to the semifinals? That is Estelle Bright right here. Picked up the win over Violet. Will advance to the semifinals in the IronHeart Championship Tournament herself. Erza Scarlet, winning the 8-woman Battle Royal, gets a guaranteed spot between 20 and 29 in the Rumble. Congratulations to Erza on that one. Not only was that the case, but we also saw Joshua Bright take on Sanji in the Intercontinental Championship Round 2 matchup, and a big win for Joshua in that one. He will advance to the semifinals. We also see as well Flair picked up the win over Erza in that grudge match, and hopefully because of all that, this can just end. This can all just end, and we won't have to worry about this feud, and it's over. Flair picked up the win over Erza in this matchup. Championship action, it was Jay Warlen versus Skull. 1-on-1 for the title. Jay picked up the win over Skull after 2 Warpaths, and he's still the GWE World Heavyweight Champion. And as Estelle says, she's gonna fight a creepy vile lady, as Mileena was able to pick up the win over Merrin in this matchup. Mileena, Merrin had a good showing, but at the end of the day, she tapped out to the Carnal Clutch from Mileena. Estelle, you're gonna have to be wary of that, because that has put away both of them. And in the main event, it was Raiden Shogun versus Bayonetta in an insane back and forth, where Raiden Shogun was able to put a little bit more pressure on Bayonetta and retain the championship. That's the show. Let's take a look at the news real quick. Ilya Dragunov's cleared. That's actually the only news of the show. Ilya Dragunov's cleared. Good for Ilya. Good for Ilya Dragunov. Love to see that. Let's take a look at what the next show would offer. Oh gosh. It would be Raiden versus Julia for the championship. Julia wants a rematch, y'all. Oh boy. That'd be an interesting one. It would be Bakugo and Todoroki versus the Hellhounds, Braun Breaker and Tartaros. That is fitting after what happened earlier tonight. Oh gosh, Estelle, run for your life. Run for your life. Eggman versus Estelle? Oh gosh. Oh no. Miyu versus Akihiko. Something tells me Miyu don't want that smoke. Let's be for real. A tag team title match as well. Yuffie and Yor versus the Twin Dragons for the tag team titles. Okay. Huh? Becky Lynch versus Luigi. The most random match I think I've done ever seen. Becky Lynch versus Luigi. Flair versus Bayonetta. Flair, I'd run. If I were you, that'd be horrifying. Liu Kang, Seth Rollins, no holds barred. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy. And in the main event, oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cassius wants his title back. That's what I see. Cassius wants the title back. Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. Jay and Cassius would run it back to the title. Alright. Let's take a look at the power rankings real quick. Junko's number 1 on the power rankings. Chaos number 2. Jay at 3. Eggman 4. Going to 5. Then we see Sakura, Akechi, Akihiko, Mario, Yukiko, Sephiroth, Taka, Raiden, Flair, John Cena, Mondo, Merrin, Miyu, Ryan, and Terry Bogard rounding out your top 20. Sanji right there, 21. Love to see that. That's the show. Y'all can go out of character. Kind of. Because obviously, as I said, I got my announcement to make. So, I was talking about those rumbles a little bit earlier. Let me actually cut the audio real quick. Let me cut the audio. That way I know what the frick I'm doing. There we go. Do this real quick. So, what a show indeed. The way to end 2025. We end 2025 on a high note. However, I got one more thing to talk about. Because we've got something big to talk about. Because GWE is putting together some fun events. Obviously, we saw it with Deep Freeze, and I'm proud to introduce to you the next pay-per-view here for the GWE. Allow me, the Rumble-themed show, exactly, Ezra. Allow me to introduce to you Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction will be our Rumble-themed pay-per-view. 30 men, 30 women with the chance of a lifetime, an opportunity to go to the main event of our WrestleMania-themed show to challenge for their respective world championships. So, Jay, Raiden, you gotta keep your heads on a swivel as long as you guys are still champions by that time, because the winner of those Rumbles will have a shot. A guaranteed one-on-one match for those world titles. It's going to be a great time for that one. That is Chain Reaction. That is later on. And it is going to be in January. January, what did I say? January 18th. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2026 kicks off with a Rumble. It's going to be such a grand old time. January 18th, mark your calendars. You got a date and a time. We do in fact have a date and time for it. January 18th. You're going to want to be there. We're not too far away from this Rumble. We got about We're actually about 2 weeks away. We're 2 shows away from Chain Reaction. We're very close, y'all. That being said, that is going to do it for me. That is going to do it for the GWE in 2025. We end 2025 with Jay Warlen as our GWE World Heavyweight Champion, Ryan Shogun as our GWE Women's World Champion, the Bro Gs as our Tag Team Champions, and the Twin Dragons as still our GWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And actually, on the topic of the Bro Gs, I'll confirm it right now. The Bro Gs will be defending their tag team titles at Chain Reaction against the 2 teams who earned their #1 contenderships, those being the Perfect Design, Kave and Al Haytham, and the Bug Hunters, Shin and Gonta. Triple threat style for the tag team titles. Can Mondo and Taka retain? That's what we'll find out January 18th, Chain Reaction. Until then, I'm getting myself out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for 2025, and I will see you all in 2026. Peace.